I present the proposals of the opposition as follows. Accordingly, opposition members propose establishing a parliamentary special committee to investigate and submit a full report on the unpreparedness to face cyclone Ditwa along with their recommendations.
මෙම පාර්ලිමේන්තුව යෝජනා සම්මත කර සිටි.
ගරු කතානායකතුමනි අපේ ගායන්ත කරුණාතිලක මන්ත්‍රීතුමා අපේ සභානායකතුමා ඉදිරිපත් කර විපක්ෂ සංවිධායකතුමා ඉදිරිපත් කරපු යෝජනාව මම අනුමත.
සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඩෑම් එකක ආපදාවකදී තියෙනවා ප්‍රොටෝකෝල් එක.
There is a protocol for when a dam is damaged. If the catchment area receives 300 millimeters of rain per hour, the dam should be opened to release water, but this was not done. All these reservoirs accumulated water and the water level should have been managed by opening the sluice gates appropriately. Only the excess water should be released. However, due to the sudden release, the water level of the Kodmali reservoir dropped 1.5 meters below the overflow level. This is a major issue and entirely an administrative failure.
එනිසා සම්පූර්ණයෙන් මේක කළමනාකරණයේ ගැටලුවක්. ජනාධිපතිතුමාට වෙන් වෙච්ච හෙලිකොප්ටර් දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ දෙක
The two helicopters allocated for the president were also used to provide relief during the cyclone. In the past, presidents used these helicopters to observe floods. The disaster took place on November 26th. The president was in parliament on the 27th to discuss it. In the committee chamber, he was waiting for the opposition leader to start the meeting. He personally called you to the meeting and did not begin until you were present. We attempted to coordinate efforts, but there were different issues. The opposition is in crisis now. Let me remind you, there is no future for the opposition if it continues to generate fear based on false claims. In the public perception, the opposition is seen as filled with hatred, hypocrisy and imprudence.
බැලුවම විපක්ෂ භාවිතාව තුළ තියෙනවා කුහකකම පේනවා. ක්‍රෝධය පේනවා. වෛරය පේනවා. මරි මෝඩකම පේනවා.
අපේ ඇමතිවරයා දැන් කිව්වා මේ විනාශය සිදු වුණු මොහොතේම.
The minister stated that the president called immediately after the disaster. Yes, he called me from the committee chamber and I was in the parliamentary premises at that moment. You are attempting to portray that we were absent. Now the government is instructing people in camps to return to their houses even if they are in high-risk areas. It is no surprise that the number of camps is being reduced. Are you really granting the 1 million rupee compensation as promised? When there are risk of landslides and rocks on the brink of collapse, you as the minister said it is not a big deal and the risk can be averted by placing some soil on top. Are these the scientific conclusions you are presenting? Regarding helicopters, is it appropriate to use them to go to Batiklo and say that Malwatoya flows into the sea from Batiklo? Is this the right way to use them?
මල්වතුවේ මඩකලපුවෙන් මහමුදට යනවයි කියන එක ඒකෙන් ප්‍රයෝජනයක් තියෙනවා. ඒවට හෙලිකොප්ටර් පාවිච්චි කරන එක හරියද?
මට මුලින්ම කියන්න තියෙන්නේ අපේ රට අවදානකමකට සූදානම් වීම.
I am pleased to hear that the opposition, who were previously in power, is now advising us on disaster preparedness. Some have raised concerns about institutional weaknesses. These institutions were weakened during your tenure. They lack proper technology and officials, and as a result, even after 70 years, people still live in risk-prone areas.
අවුරුදු 70ක් ගිහිලා අනාරක්ෂිත තැන්වල අනවසර ඉදිකිරීම් වල ජනතාව මේ රටේ ජීවත් වෙනවා. ඒක තමයි අවසාන ප්‍රතිඵලය.
ඔබතුමාලට තාම අවුරුදු 76 මතක තියාගෙන ඉන්නේ.
You continue referring to events 76 years ago. We can debate endlessly about the actions of your predecessors. Let us focus on addressing the current, the 77th year. Last week, there were warnings of a possible cyclone. Why did the government not act on official warnings last November? Why were villagers allowed to be destroyed by floods? Claims that relief was provided overnight without sleep are misleading. It was your actions that disrupted your sleep. Regarding the Trincomalee temple issue, the public security minister stated that the statue was removed for protection, yet the police reinstated it the following day. Today the monk is in remand. Who is responsible for reinstating the statue?
එතකොට දෙවෙනි වතාවට බුදු පිළිම හදන්න වැඩ මේක.
rebuildingsrilanka.gov.lk
The rebuildingSriLanka.gov.lk link directs to the President's office, which mentions a fund named Rebuilding Sri Lanka established there. I confirm that no such fund currently exists. Funds cannot be established arbitrarily. They must comply with the Constitution and receive Parliament's approval. Additionally, the funds must be audited, but no such auditing process exists because the fund itself is not established, and even if it is, it cannot be done because there is no Auditor General.
අර මුදල තිබ්බත් විගණකාධිපතිවරයෙක් නෑ.
අපි අද ගත්තට පස්සේ මම දැක්කා කියනවා දිගටම කියනවා හර්ෂසිල්ල මහත්තයා මොකක්ද?
MP Harshadi Silva says that no formal fund named Rebuilding Sri Lanka exists. That is a half-truth. We have opened an official account in the Treasury where the public can send contributions. This is legal. By claiming there is no fund, the opposition is indirectly discouraging the public from contributing. To establish a formal rebuilding fund, an act is required which takes at least 2 months. Meanwhile, the Treasury account allows donations legally. Advising the public not to contribute is irresponsible.
දැන් ඒකට පනත වෙනකන් සල්ලි වන්න එපා කියලාද කියන්නේ? ලැජ්ජයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගැන.